moli woy yebele siata banga moli woy jaye mimpo banga moli ye muna bara wola woy bango eta nyata jalan demo bali mo jalan demo ba woli fele bara la bango moli woy jalan demo bali mo azmara jalan demo ba woli fele bara la bango moli woy alina mira dinung wala somala muna moli woy bango bangko mulal nimbara na bangko do kwa itanya to anak makan sempo bula bangko molie maraba di modikendo e diving bo bara la bangko itanya to al nimbara kambia dinkendo lu moli woy dunia talabana bangka moli woy gambia moli woy alina barakenu na moli woy dola nimbara woy daya minko bangko moli ye muna bara wola bangka ya tawe ani bara agambia molu anna mo be tarobula bangko do ko ay tanya to anak kuma kensen ko bulang ka bangko mol jikindi ku kensen pola aning bara damin sika baja ta mi kama mandrasu ko to ma be ko dona abri kama kol ma koy gambia mon woy alina bara kenu muna moli woy dolali bara bangko molu dolalo albi bara bangko molu alma gambe sambala nyato na bangko dikke don be ni bangko ta nyato gambe molu alna wuli na dalal sidi na bangko doku aluli gambe mola ni bara sura mamu sol boy alamale di sol suminalanye bangko boy yawo bale mbaranye gambia musol boy nawo bale mbaranye bangko boy nawo bawoye wayo moluoy bawoye wayo banko musolo Gambia musolo alma ale al sutura alba doko minna alla bata alma ale akali khairati atollo musolti min yalanko alka wulu alka fatimol to alka dingol to koma yuko mo soto be min no minnam wayna woy mbale mbarani banko mono wayna woye bawoy sura sura e mamso alamale so banko mono wayna woye bawoy sura sura e mamso alamale so Yellow man soto, yellow man soto. Alulali alte city. Gambia musu kendolo, alna Gambia bonde. Nalu, animbara, dolalu. Gambia musolu, nyone ne banda dunia konole. Altol mamaru ngol kafanyi tingolto. Albar musul kafanyi tingolto. Aldol kafanyi tingolto. Ali Gambia bondi di kokono babe bana potolala balul mansoni abanko kamusolo animbara
baadiŋolu kañinne fo waatolu bee la de nko juloolu siyaata le bari ka minnu fankumandi juloo la wolu lemu juloolu ti ñinne ye saabu jula finance limited iniŋ kukuto le naata ka lafaaroo ke la serviceoo la ñiŋ kamma la ke la kiliyaanoolu dahandi wo lafaaroo wo lom ñinti ko afro express services be daawoda kabiriŋ kaatoŋ fo koy na niŋ ye je daawoda niŋ ye a tara i kodoo kiyanan niŋ jula finance le la i se dunnoo je le i ye la kodoo taa bari hani sayin doroŋ niŋ wotal la maafaŋo la guarantee trust bank be daawoda alsal la kodoo taanoo je le reliance financial services aniŋ easy finance limited minnu ye a loŋ ko i baali ye bankoo kaŋ bari fanaŋ tolu jula finance na kundaa baali ye bankoo karoo bee le walla baadiŋo la daha naata le walla sayin naali ye a je doroŋ afro express kabiriŋ westfield ka taa fo koyna ali ye a je daawoda ali duŋ ali ye alla jula finance kodoo taa jula finance e ko fana naal lafta bank account o yella ya taral be bitimi rewde ali fero ke anni e kacha andum fana alida apolu jinde ali e download nyin kamala e se kodo kino wati diate ila moye gambia jang bare manna da wala fana ni lafta credit kola nyin network ko min bebe gambia walla ni lafta cash power kila moye gambia nka nyimbe kalele walla jula finance ntol fana mu nyonta on leti tonya banko julolu siatale bare julolu nyaton kolu walla mun tolti jila finance limited
Mimbe kidding.
Nkafo wole nyama.
Badi nyinde atebe kodi ma bade te me yaron ko Home Digital FM 99.9 ani Mimbe Kering TV wole nyin sabalena atol mini yaron ko alkasafaro le ke fir fewol le bal buda lafta kabin kankula ning alnata Home Digital FM jamu kankular bundal te dami yaron ko ning e kankula dunia bele kalong e ka fengo mi wafi ani kama minna ando manna da wala atul mini alon ko project ko bale bulu gambia banko kanim banko e bantara na lafta mole nyim project ko kalamuta janne mudulati alsina kachano dami nka advertisement or kaliyele dami alon ko nse voice kali nga bi mix ngana murung nga eali bara manna da wala ni lafta talk show le dami alon ko business ole be bulu wala project ole be bulu isina sino radio to janne wala itarasiri na online tv ine mole den kachala pour nyin kamala ese ku jama lonje ntelu dum mobunda le timi yaron ko ka fahamuro yuro wande kanda malu ke kilimoti wala mun na lo kan kungote wala ya sabu ibe dawoda ni atara safaro le be bolo do lafta mole kala mutande kana ker nan tarabri kama nema ba na laftan command la drongal se fero ke alien commandi plus 220 779 4475 wala plus 220 734 3125 hanside ning altul be diaspora alsenna whatsapp command nole plus 44777 1676 759 wala mimbe kering nka fo wala nyama andum fanan nka ke wala nyama
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين من دامنتو تنتلام جايلا باورندلا نتنga ke bam ma ke bam o man fen den tinyate do ate bala bari ntenga ke na fa benteleje atika ala ko da manake ndaman so aka kole ke dunia man sa ko min keno akala finila la ko wato beto ayin dunia alhamanu min beda kabo hadmadin kunda kata fo dafen kunda kata fo ala kawa kolu miliyanon ko be fonyo kono ala kawa kolu mil fana ko be tinto kan ala kawa kolu mil fana be bal kono bala kawa kolu mil fana be daldu damiyalon ko hanbe bi tembo mento hade madel man futa non ti hade madel defta no lawol do wabul ba fo kan ne bita kam mars bita kan dalto bita kan other planets the explore kan be masingulu da kan mialon ko they're very sophisticated very powerful katum kunun cool milan ko man possible no be laftale kawol dolu to make them possible bare fanan nkana na fanan ye fen ke o kol kono kawa kolto o fanan bota ala subhanahu wa ta'ala ko na kadi ala jonni mala ay min kan ka londi badi ala ka ferol di ala ka tat dalto ala londo kamala ka tat dalto ka kol discover adun sontale ko itel fanlo ka ko do discover e fanka fule ko tonya there is something more powerful which is exerting control on all this universe we have been through. All this could not have been in existence by chance. Right. They would have at some point pause and ponder over the possibilities and how it has come or it has become possible for all this powerful existence to be existing in the ways and manner, in the natural laws they are following, in the law of nature they're following, and everything so unimaginable. Minialongo itara masingol samba itara fo itara mass. Iko the law of gravity. Minkake banko kanjang. As you go, banko ka foreko kana jamfa. Kano nyatu kawa kubale bije. Gravity. Ita interpret nyama. But ni tata fan fura labe la rek eka floatle fende fo lala jamfo kawa kol milano ko ya now about to see hadama ding dandulale be hadama ding bari ning science ning technology ko we can go far enough because of an bim alala nemolati I mean the dafon we can go, we can explore kata kanin dulal be discover mbenyen wato min fanan to tarin duniya kon tarin wa bolliye ku balle dada mi alon ko mbo kam min keno tintol kan biwol bebe ke kan no ba kono fanka sola dulado be ken dunia kono katu nganyum fanan lon ko jiola siata dunia dina katambe lan geo is make up about 70% of the wall cover 70% ni mapo fa jibe bake you have more blues than the land or the the habitat area al mol mapo jibe dam o fanam be mo kawa kolet ni tada dadol to specific Pacific Ocean kata Red Sea kata Indian Ocean kata dal taring. Think about the Arctic, the North Pole. Kawakul milika kije. Extreme weather, the cold weather minka kawoto. But ale dafon le kije mili can sustain that coldness. Hadema dengte min ni tata woto imang protective imang PPE ngol dung wala imang personal protective equipment ke bala in terms of warm coat or source of heating somewhere on some form of heating, you cannot survive it. You cannot be there longer than necessary, you will die. Pari alele fane fenne ke wolto. Anyim fanam bekere de ka hare mading protect de. Any hade mading ay minke hade mading wallahi ay kubale ke hade mading. Pari maja hade mading kata koteke akata nyum dal be visit ke jibe. For you visiting every visit for ka hade mading fanan kawande ba. Allahu akbar. Luwolu alala kawa ko ke mun nyatin tola. Pare ñin dunia la distraction ñin dunia la habo sako hako boyde nyambulo ben koma nin ko habo wala ñin de ko ñin dunia fiang dunia fiang at nande ko moli bam fa ka tamu ka watota to discover, to check and to watch their steps. Ale ñin fiang be dale as a very peaceful order. And the found correspond found Daniel there is orderliness in it. There is orderliness in it. Orderliness in orderliness because I go doli kele woli fanalube kule sabu kan wolu environmental tono. For example, the ecosystem. There is a reason why you watch this natural world or in a wild. If you look at wildlife, for every activity, it's about ntolo. Ibaki kan tolle. Yin dafan be nyim hani ka nyim dafan dole be ka be kam nyap nyoka ka nyo feke be nyo subol do malaje. Ni na haji be the ultimate meaning na fam bije jama akala man tolle kan tele hadima don kunna. Bari with this ila activities nyol be mo military to maintain order, to maintain the security, to maintain hadima dingala environment, to keep hadima ding in hadima dingala californiality, to be in charge, to be assured of safety. Ning ala o kenon toliye ntoli man na wo timmande ntoli fon kata nyokam be nyofala sakom be nyum wato mento akawa ko en baki nsi nyoyalo mbe siri damire fanto mbe nyo jibe ka nyaadile ninde man lanko I am safe. Ita fana malako you are safe. Ntlobe milla, nyabe milla is constantly reminding us. We are in charge of this environment. Ala cool mi beke pour control protect, bantul fan man traku ke kantel be ala soki kan be ñoo fala. Bari man tan be fen ke kan fen ni hadama dum tora do man dia alay. Be ñoo fala. Dolbita e be ñapila mole kan yo mol sambal blato ye fa mysteriously wole wo fa o kola ko teke ena muru nan ko teke joinal kan jamal kono ye lo e ko Allahu akbar ye nyati Allah ala min ya fo ko nanyin kalifo nanyin ngako bele ken tila jon e sentela ntela intenga min beke na jon dingole wala ngam fen dawo hadima dingle to maintain peace and order, to make them live in dignity. War, they are born with it. They are natural things. We are born with it. We are born with dignity. Adibe dron, ibo wulu dron, we found no muru leka. We wulu dron, yesuta. Dena no funta dron, e ko na nya ron no afunta dron ala yakoba. Kadaba killing. Babalo susala wala be kolikela. To welcome him or her into this wicked world, into this, wall of Mialangonda Malo Benyo Bitrela, the Jamal Benyo Conantella. But Niatreko, Ale Nimin Beka Wulu, Amen Tentam, the Mamma, Mas, Manyo Sokinola, Mata Nobulo. Billahi, every human being will live their full potential in dignity and peace of mind in an orderly society. But woboka keno because muneketa kutun kanaya ni hasidia ni dunia fen ko be ila hammo beta ye ko be ka yala dunia fenka. Bali tema ita nyinata ko dunia fen na ku manyinata na le yemo fa dunia fen na ku manyinata na le ko yemolu tora dunia fen na ku manyinata na ko yemolu jamfa yemolu bitre yemolu ngaybe yemolu balunyale kolendi yemolu tora yemolu ngaybe imamunda wala kotake be mol hadanyela fa jarete wala umu ana soki balet o be kola nyaabe be ñu warambu bal dunna ibe futata dalto mbe red capital fenele ngeke mo balte be encourage la. What is wrong with us? Everything is upside down. Because Allah minnat nan tolye abe is correct. It's amazing. It's there. It's orderliness. But nga kolta nga kunna falen. Hadama de londi akumula ay alonda singla. Bari ntol bellor na society nga kunna falen ne. Nyum kum bellor kunleka. And war, after a time, it kills us. Hadamaya la nyanto. Hadamading la nyanto. Aleo kumaindi njami. Aleo fisamante ya mindi hadamading la. Nganyum mimbe fale mimbe ka kuwuloko no. Ale na ta yimbe ayim fiam be din da fiam be aya be kene anat nam pour hadamading security soto. Ala danna nemo soto. Ay domoro soto no fanna la. Yiri dengol mi dalon ko e kenda wulole kono. Ay jioni ko be dina ko ngabalu. Nin kamala kon kana lazy as well. Ay ndale fa nambara man la fi nga lazy wala te na fan ko do le fan bije. Balo fa ni ka do moy mbaka mamman. Amam bita balot. Imbe mu dali lolati. Ala ko nga wuli nga ta nyindiro la nga balun tarola. Ni la foto. Nyimbe lonne kabonna almamul bulu kabonna karandal bulu kawandilal bulu bare bi duniya be nyami funi bande bare ko ite there is no information duniya la be sikarano dawdande yet you go everywhere you can learn walante nan kale ko nyim dali lolo fana bembulu ka fale ko hanme be mede be nyi dankilalde follum menna lumbe sila modul bangal no modul be sulale ko lamin ko na rek ñum fala beñum fala ko taki ala falu badingol ye million ko be dana tambola kuuta no kunna ibe fem fenke ya meda ko be suturole ko no e mandar suturole ko woto ni bakela anyim make ni ta anyim make no la jam faje boje jenke jela kana son to be part of that ketun man ke sa bortide benyum fo kan ka fom but malum fo moli ya jele ko this man is just talking in rambles but ngal ne memum fo kan hanal si moneke kaja hani mili fanli kurial ke nyum bankun ka je hani go ngamira ko kute kala do ya mera ko dan that is it tiaral sinata janne nga kol bele moy ngale ko nte almost every week hana be kala one episode amang fenke dan ka tiaral si jibel mbette ko trong ben nak programme do jibe bidanga one episode jibe ko to remind myself but ninga ke watu ngal lamoy kam faale ka dunna jikilat no diminna ka dunna ko tonya adama felta mbina woto war mbem fo kan kuma suta kan atul million ko albe je alal ke kuta no kunna de albe fem ke kan kullo banke ale fem du nyoto banko molbe torara ale fem du nyoto ale fem decide every policy decision you make consequence alianta banko molla koliya dal lam e jibela ali lamoy aliyeje kum aliyele nyafita islam banko be toral mbaki banko mol niwo ko mbaki is a sad nation, a very 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 sad nation bari nganyum fanam fole de Gambia demolu esi dunia yaay ita ñol jala esi Gambia esi dunia yaay ita Gambia ñol jala kul mi ka ken banko kam abe kino la Gambia dam manne akita Gambia dam manne ka nonte ntlobe banko dol moy ntlobe banko mol dol ye kulle ke mini luwal manta ye kumale fo minni luwa manta walla kule ke minni luwa manta ye kumale fo minni luwa manta banko mol ko ate kala jang they put pressure on those officials to resign akanalde e protestale peacefully comme il a god given right il a hadmading a constitutional given right you exercise to demand resignation of those people because wole minke tinya rolke not only a blue tinya but the consequence kaye itande banko molla anin younger generation ko you can break the law you can do all these dirty things and it's okay o kamune itande to wala nan nas programme do ngara janko tinya ro do bije wo generation effects generational effects lo ngoti o mandan tolla o tinyaro duntale fa dunta fa tata katake it will be with us for some time unless we bring in emergency measures to rescue or to save the generations and way that calls for a radical overhaul of our education system, a radical overhaul of our curriculum system, to review everything and to shape and program or set the ball rolling for what type of development, looking at the aspiration of Gambians, what do we understand to mean that this is what type of development Gambians are expecting. But that is not far-fetched. You just have to look around your neighbor. You just look at your neighbor. You just look at in West Africa. Look at the African continent, so endowed with so many possibilities and resources. But why are we not exploring these resources? Well, in fact, we might be exploring these resources, but for privileged few, for few people. Ngat program onat nanjang nko fa oil tulolu mil discover wala tul kono mil discover gambe banko kam enum gambe man sakunda dunda contrat kol kono pour kata to look into that enim pp fana e contrat kol sign British Petroleum wol contrat kol kono wonin dunya la alaba fonko benta anin dunya la covid benta alabala wol manna keno inata wol charge ko bali contract ko ni iti asani manna for whatever is manna fulfill no there are fees that you pay, there are penalties okro benata dunda gambe banko kam omu million leti gambe dara solto million la wolti kodo min dunda hanata ko mantlo sing bar kodo min dunda nyin tulo la koda udam mandam may ko bonde gambe bar yabe embezol human security nyimba kono ko access to resources, access to good health care, human resource, human security is for people to freely express their political freedom. Political freedom is part of human security. For people to eat, access to food and water. Ninkumu, Wulatina Amatia Sen is a very important, a very renowned development expert or a scholar. Miananko, he has written so many books on human capabilities, human development theories, economic development theories. Mono miananko ay boku kende bar kolokono. Atanim Fenke, atanim Adam Smith. The book Milianonko is all about empowerment, empowering the human possibilities. Anything that governance can, explode, any governance needs or the governance structure that is required to uplift people from decadence, from retardedness, from backwardness, to empower human capital or to exploit the human capital in the ways that humans themselves can realize their full potentials and fulfillment. Wole beaucoup ça fait, wol garawtal. Dunia bankol kantare. States nyol dol yole smart people, smart leaders, yole understand ko ni lafta to reach, to make a kele banko molu sembel tuya. Ibetil ne temale. Yet governance structure not nang mi yalonko is going to empower the people. Ila human rights is what you are going to work on. Walatina Amartya Sen ko, development is human right and human right is development. Pandol ko development. Karena raja ne salolo jang malong jumale ko kamene fam kafa adam baro salolo jang adam baro nyen lo jang because moneketa ntolla e kamin fo wala nyinde ko nite concentrate ko nyin other type of development te jela il lafta minela gambino lafta munela aje Ude kaji karele ndoku. Ngani mfalele ko development is not that. Development is about human rights. Komin lata moli kan fo TRC moli kaloje I ba fo ko ay murolta aya kan sepu wala aya murolta ay fanglata aya kan kuntu karle nata ay suto dutala ay muta kan tocho kam ka ko be kan duniya dimen sifa be te fen long sika sikare tolta ka fambalo wala kan mana kay so sika ka jani ka toddin wolo ji alo yana ni mala kay do mala mana kay to be mala ringa abi tondila mo balo kan yo mol yol ko molle e camera ko hada maya fanto jato to so ngol kono e camera ko le fan man gambe demolt katu gambia mo gambia minting min non ko gambia ko hade madin si konoto su kuyano isi jawyano ko nyon hade madin la teng no nata baro yo le fo moliye ko nyin sifata kele jam kotake baro e min la hidi ko reform agenda the national to reform so that nyin sifali kanate ke kotake mon la nyan to kanate nyan bankon kan kotake reform agenda nato ni reform agenda munati follow the starting point will be a new republic, a draft constitution, people's draft consultation of minna mol ko never again mol ye passol job kabunam dal ka mol lal binde to be part of that historic movement to ensure this never again stands. And the only guaranteed way is to bring in a legal framework that is going to support that reform agenda. Jelemu jamfa float, jamfa fanam, jamfa city molika. Aliamere ko nyunko be no kunale. Gambel tare ko fanam be safele kanne every day le fen ke gambel tare ko be safele kanne. Everything is documented. Ali reform agenda beta alias kwanda. Irrespective of the amount of resources mindun daughter. Dunia be more support. Gambia was going to be on the path. Anyum banku tatara dunia kono because when ketinga kule ke milanko annaminanki plato to a point found we are going to set world record the amount of wealth, the amount of development me anyata in Gambia was unimaginable. Evidences are there. The summit, Brussels summit, Minkataje. World leaders across what I should do to support ni nemenaji sifa mia nkaketa Gambia keta santiot Gambia keta exemplot we want to set in Africa, the whole of Africa no opportunities to ñu dono agentol be lata kila kaje ko mbeñina kila billahi ko mi yalon ko andata adama baro fan fo ko hani ñinol bebe tasot la jawol ko no jawol ko ning nata ko ko sba fa do la ñama because ñi mu fan jaw yalati ni possibility be nata Gambia banku ka anyati mo la nga be skwanda nata iko saying ni draft constitution nata ni loi min bi jangol ñente ko is about lifting people from poverty constitution giving people the right to hold officials accountable mo ko hani because mo nekata ini agenda min na wala ñente ko to steal from us to steal with us with impunity, to abuse our right with impunity. There is no such checks and balance left so that they are also held accountable. No. It will need agenda menta. It will not a agenda minsika. And including agenda minsika will class because monekata ñun dolu mi yalan ko kabir munduma we have bonds to pick up with them e man na fa accountability la inata yenna fanunta ya hijack mul bulu ñaala mi yalan ko so dirty mul mi len mol kele yen felende yen tora yen ngaybe yen bononde yen kumbonde yelol bom banko ka ani be men do mol kele they are setting the agenda for us. So sad. A sad nation. A very, 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 very sad nation. Komben betulani lokono ba. Degi la la men fini karoga ko fam betulate ba. Reform agenda. Meaning to ensure the police were independent. The IGP and other police, will to focus on law enforcement, not to be used as political stooges or not to be used as weapon against a section of people or their perceived political rivalries. Just as the way they use our National Intelligence Office, NIA. Nganyum fala ñu jonne before. Na fulo mimbe intelligence ate ban. Na fulo means na national intelligence kodo min dund ñu bankun ka ate ban. Ni atare ko yela do ko samba nyama. The possibility and prosperity is min dund no ñu bankun ka ate ban. Mun dale na nganyum fo. Intelligence nyantale ka focus on competitiveness and security of the Gambian in territorial integrity. Sometimes even diplomacy, so that they can, come in comparative advantage, how they can help the policymakers, inform them, to understand and in fact manipulate or make sense of the data that is in front of them to help the policymakers. These are the intelligence data. Intelligence data, informational. That you need to help the policymakers so that they are able to make informed decisions. But that data should not be corrupted, should be unbiased, and yandele can report in the way then out of that, but reform agenda because the hiring of these people independence they cannot function properly. NIAGB on the 1997 constitution. Abijumala Koto, President Koto. President's office. Gambia. Listen. Bari min fanang sata. Alin diamol lamoy da atol miliyalan ko atol min baro baadi ngati meta fulale dum be sila binyal bi murna ñu video kanne el ba fala ko ngani faali la baro hani ka be man karam warang akamunta ko afantu ñu bulle karon to kunne min fananti ya hadama de matimade bari ninde I am a product of a revolution mi yalon ka natale to end dictatorship adin yentele ke wo nyaton ko te yentele nat nan te nat will lead yenke president I became a president out of that badin we will make sure that that revolution, the ideas, we implement them to the latter. Niminata ikonyako ini miliyan ko beke i bayi bala jam fe bala i jam fandi bala because the left nga kole miliki jam. We don't want to be held accountable. The only things mean can wala ko ni do ko ke eni le kana do ko ke. It need to be seen yalon ko tonya e kamen fo tonya mo no be tonya le fasa. Fo mo tonya tiba. Tonya ndeke tonya tiba. Milenyin ko be la mo kunkan. Milenyin ko la nyin tardo nyin ko be la mo kunkan. Ina fte tarden la koteke. Ite dunia arhamanu min beje koma. O tembo. The unique position min sort no. Dunia kuno mo man tras do kan no. And the natural ko yela ko ka nyama no nan ko la e nyon to la dunia kono. You would have made world history. Gambia would have been a country a unique history ke wo fa dam man o be Gambia so like sembo badla soft power dam and political power the leverages is the main exact no in international diplomacy or international politics. Because Gambia on the Adama Barrow kuleke iba fola ko ay kuleke mi yalon ko akita sanctionti ko be kala wudlato netra ko sifa la mo be kala example to Adama Barrow ye would use you ibe sambala ita you leverage ita banko ni tema udam mandam ba nemo wala fisade be men kono bi wala fisade bi ne dund la men kono because you are now on the brink of what? Anything. You are on a slippery slope because you left a federal almost they have succeeded in that. If I'm born in God knows. But in telling her for the many times. Ngala ne dalilo minka wala nyende ko min lata nyimbankunka for 22 good years. Nara ko labanta nyame. Bari mol miyalan ko yostro bulo beta wodi minna beta natam fele jam ya mine be kala fo bi yenyo bela yo be ka habar am mansurant ikamel kuma soto o mu bibi serious betrayal to the people of Gambia more than the interest yo tambin di banko bela interest to a point where consequence is severely affecting the population. And out of that, people are feeling insecure as well. That is recipe for what? It's a crisis. It's a serious crisis. It's the biggest crisis of our time. People cannot be protected from preventable diseases. The state of our hospitals, the state of our healthcare, infrastructure across the country. Human security. Human security is all these are conditions for human beings to fulfill their security needs. Mulbe tay bi taylala inun konko do fele bi abe wulunda abe atatal de kabino so manda bota sokono atara mar sota be yayi sa mo bi nyade de say almost 12 o'clock ay min fan sota de man nim fan min sota han kabi amala ndabalo fan sindi no foro abe yayi the economic condition for Gambians is so dire. And this is no these are consequences of policy failures. Central Bank of the Gambia, a major institution like the Gambian, that should be saving, that should be a safeguard for financial stability and all these things. Ngana allegation on moy ko 57,800 US dollars. Ya kumang yaje ko allegedly ko send staffo leo left ko the money was intercepted. Allegedly ko a central bank staff member was intercepted with such a huge amount of money. Central bank minyanta kela. Once again, allegation on moy. Because we don't know the veracity of, because central bank moy wala follow. But these are the allegations. What is concerned? How many such allegations last time nga fake phone call bela moy jam. Currency, milang ko adunta, central bank was on the spotlight as well for allegations like that. Money were paid into some people's bank account from central bank. So I understand that sometimes IT errors can happen, and things like this nature can consequences that there. But we have a regulatory regime in the Gambia, a regulatory regime where you have regulatory authorities doing their functioning properly. Some of these things are serious indictment on central bank. If found wanting, if it is established these allegations are true, then they should pay fines for that. There should be consequence for that. Central bank it can help the financial institution and stabilize our market and to prevent money laundering. Be an oversight for all these things to prevent financial crimes, money laundering, and you name it. But it doesn't help. It doesn't help our investors. It doesn't help the stability of our currency and the consequence of inflation the Gambia to depreciate because these are stories they are very gloomy for our economic stability. Because markets want confidence, markets want certainty, markets want orderliness. But if the market is now hearing all these things, it has negative consequence on our financial, fiscal health. Nimu kubalati. Kulle keta nyimbangunga. Ala nyimbe foka because for posterity. Because niye mfano nka bisi de bari kanyi watu menta kanaja. Ngal nembe kerende. Nyimbangunga tonya nemba fola manta manako nyimbangunga mafako almost at beti atade but on the brick ya iba beti yakande. Because banko mianango there are laws. They are governing certain things to bring sanity in the practice to bring sanity and best practice in these institutions are now failing. That is serious. That is serious. That's a serious indictment. Na airport it's against competition law, and in competition law has been flouted so many times. People are picked single-handedly and awarded contracts. Audit reports have stated it numerous times Gambia Procurement Act and local be the your code is in disagreement. It's a clear violation of those procurement acts. And when law is broken, the whole thing is what we call ultra vires, because it's against the law. And that is an indictment on these public officials. There's an indictment on the government of the Gambia. Yung allegation on melang kumbe moika. So sad. So sad. Yes, allegations are allegations until they are proven. But mandingo le amay ko sumkantale. Sumkantale. Baro nyinko beketa naramoy ko baro ko yes. Janni mo futaloto. Ngamelo last time baroko. Asontale ko atomo some fan believability for atomo fan believability for term limit. At some point from akamunta ko be sarol dikam. Akamunta ko be sarol dikam. Kaitan ni molla ko ate already abe kuwol ke kanne pour nin kamala naif president abe kuwol milike kan pour ka ka kuwol ke foundation mbam fo munna ba fo ay molo fam milan ko ba fo kam pour ka abol talal pour ka anol tala do ko la something like that but ngamala na nyim fo la de along that line. And to some people, while Barrow was given signal call, he was not going to contest. But now, I knew him before. I will be Jenkins. I often antija. I could have a lola kutuki. Barrow ku jamana fo. Akaba kila. Amanna ki walla. Another kudo ke min no teklet. Yaje me jana karun na mul buloko. These were signals. And anyone who dared to even kafo yaje me ko enyanta to return to barracks, I be eliminated almost. Political intimidation, political persecution, issuing threats to make it impossible for those people to even live. They went into exile. Muna natan soroje wala mu yelo min banda hadama de min kasarata hadama de min fata o banko ga. It's unbelievable. So this is not alone power. Baro ko nega te man la fi 90 draft constitution na people's draft la ako because we symbol la president. Baro, that's exactly what we wanted. Because muneketa it could never again. Yajame was too powerful. I call me like power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Baro, that's what you need to understand. When the Gambians don't want the president to amass so much power at the detriment of our institutions. And at the detriment of our civil liberties. Never again. But you're not still singing, you're not aligning yourself with the Gambian aspirations. This is what we want. The Gambia we want. We don't want a president to be too powerful to amass almost everything. We want checks and balances. But you didn't get it. So it's a chilling alarm. Ko ito han kabi mune yaade maral marote man karanje de ba yine keno yaaje me to a point that more single-handedly yaaje me ka unilateral decisional tala by passing our parliament ka ko ka ande almost wo fana startale because if our budget this year budget was rushed into in a way in fact parliaments were not even given opportunity to debate. What does that mean? So there is a unilateral decision to implement a budget. Gambians were not even consulted. That is sad. Very, very sad. It's sad. Only if we know the consequence of this. So Mboto, Bitaka, you are changing, you keep changing the goalpost. You keep changing the goalpost. Bara, we are alarmed. We are alarmed. And especially the people around you, they don't want accountability. Some of them have blood in their hands still now. Wallahi, yen tora, yen ngaibe, yen bonondi, yen kumbondi. You're still dining and whining with them. People are traumatized by that. Perpetrators are now all of a sudden back traumatizing. Because sometimes in media traumatized. A case in point, Sidinjai. Tonya. Nico Sidinjai is the only National Assembly member whose salary has been so much. No wonder why man salary debate. No wonder man debate. Because Sidinjai means to debate masoto. Sidinjai means to hani speaker mausoto. Yata da man salary increase. Mune atinda. Mundele biye emafadi. Iman chance dia level ya ko kacha. Mbade on billahi kulka ke Gambia. Abe kino na Gambia da man. You are in clear violation of our ultra violence. This is against the law. This is an infringement. Loi is very clear. Kodo ko de nanata ko man sekundal la fra de basta man National Assembly nyanda ka debate and ka approve. Aliyem bale wala. Alika kule kede bari ndesan. Very sad. Very, very sad. Nimbe consequent banku dima banku mi alon kon ndesan ninga Gambia lo ni ninke ba dole diya monte ni Gambia foy. Billahi the sense of nationalism minko du kono. Akwa bakela. Banku ni na merenjanjo. Banku si minke no the possibilities for this country at the banna. But it's in the wrong hands. It's in the wrong hands. It's in the wrong hands. Ning atrako nyum banko dun da bulol la kono miliyalon ko ye hammo min bela ye dunia bi da kan nyami the possibilities mi yalon ko be nyum banko kan nemo be nyum banko kan hey Gambia manyana julo tala femfensi mbe femfenso na asikanya na balu male asikanya mulo male manyana ka julo tala ni trako namo min be ka kanin Gambia be ka suranyama abukadun ko how many times mame bake in the news GRS staff odolmo I mean collect I Gambia masakunda fonde ko do men millions. So kodo mi alonko ni mo billahi wala nyatonko mi alonko asobeta ay anata pour kany likeji solta kebe soki ay system on nanya melonko is hard to defeat. System it will be there to do monitoring and evaluation, to reform institutions, to make civil service more productive, more talented civil service. That's what we need. A more professional civil service, non-partisan civil service. we need to build a system target to meet targets for every department. Dunia be wol taka wol nyama. But that could be will fully stop. At the mimbo stop la ngama dol ka kol ke ka ko Gambia dewlu nyandan jikol le falena nyandan ne kere hey mimbe mol jiko falena wala luati alwa ki rek alwa ki rek luwale ka mol kulu mol ka ni alquranol be karanne e ka alanya sallam be fangale yet e baka kukem because mo neketa dol fam be ka ala mansur bar luwa ning ko lolo mo ye fenke ku ko mena luwatinya ye busa ngo ndata pakta blalolto wo ni tata pakta je e allow le for 1 hour packet free, right? But ndata dam pakta je nyan jani memurol rong ngamira I went above 1 hour by ngamira 2 minutes 2 minutes wrong billahi 2 minutes ufa num borolom de ngko na 1 hour banka janende ba funde camera enta because mo nekata ile garo kinyene ko nyako I funde ta jang nimu 1 hour free paginate but e boto je ngama camera ko 1 o'clock lomo e ko boto je 2 minutes after 1 so 2 minutes min lato 1 hour ka yam fine kabring ngale troje ko tonya 2 minutes of line cost dande o fam boro la de ko na 1 hour banka because free 1 hour iko daman ike allow daman so you have to leave because camera la kije ni camera mi bebi jelo bemu idon ni bemu kula melan ko natala traffic police officer man tar lorenje so ni nata kabende yo nat nan ngajo ngam fam fam ko koteke an yinte fula nyina koteke ha ngam fam kulu wala ko mada in fede ngak do jo notice ngo ata kala koteke so ni ga molu kulu nyimbe mu rule of law lat nyimbe mu kake regulation lat a regulatory regime ñine ka mat nande ko num mol koy bat be ngorola don mu wala ke tin by force neje ko be ko ke neje mol ka kulike ibe sunyaro ke ka kubo ka kuje ibe se be kontinent ka sunyaro ke so manke ko me ha gambe don jiko bo hade madin lo donate hade madin wala ne luwal nat nan ka hade madin guide hade ñim ko be nat nan ka hade madin ka wan ka fo ko wala ne ko hondo fan kumata bakele wato beto jumolu na imamol nyanta ka mingi wala nyande ko ila kawando le nyanta society ne jibelo kul minan ko be mo hande kan ibe koliya kula la mol kala kawando nyanta tala wala ka mol heblo bande ka hade madin teminde ka hade madin teminde kan haklo murundi an nyasilan pare alaji betron mojolle ngamo mojolle moy e ko alala ñu wala safa ko yin alquran ko be la nge katan ni muslimi Allah wala van nge katan ni ala fala nin ko nge katan ni ala wala ni ko nge ko ala mo ñi malti bar wala nata ko wala kam nek tol ku lolu ko wala kam nek ni banku e be mo nek ka ni banku la dolo ma fa bede kadu moye mol tora ayin jakal da ko be ka mol bara be ñum butoto min dikete la ete ko be duwala wala way be kule ki la way mol be tora nara ko ma ko ñinto par banko mol be tora bayte be la ko la sotoka no problem so mol be ka care the collective plight of the general of the population of a collective plight fan kontra mo be kun le banko la ko ngo fay any collective endeavor aka fail no common places milan ko be jamala bendulalto is they are always in state of disrepair but let's go to our own individual homes na bundaltu. This is one of them call, we need to revisit our development aspirations. We need a roadmap. We need an overhaul of the entire system. The system is broken. It's not working. It's not fit for purpose. It's only good as it is right now. This country is not on the path of reproduction. Well, it is not. I mean, kibar last year budgeto nga fojan nan ko gambe be kula la do kula la kere bar nyim budgeto nyinam budgeto nga min jibe nyina ne fa be kula la jart nyina ne be kula la serunti o dam it should be a concern for every Gambian, it should be alarming. But no Gambian no, you wait nganyum fala janne ngale ko man fejo al batu folo for in the next 6 months jenni kadi fa binasi al be kulle gele jam abebe kala menti kanyi nandi kan hakilolu bonde na problème molika ngani kol dunia kolya ko min be taki min san be kono ilafta kanyi nandi wala e banyina na watu kundindin ron ngamuru ngam mistake ko koteke ngana koteke ngatulaw yan kankato kono ngatulaw mir bal kolya kono ngatara nyo blame la ngande be nyon be bla nyola be nyon nenna fonti kenyanta kala wala nyama ba banko mielanko it has so many possibilities banko mielanko a nyom fa netra ko kolba nyama Senegal ni Senegal tela Senegal file yela banko fale Ousmane todo Macky Sall wala Macky Sall la ku jata ban Macky Sall ko mi ngi Senegal Macky Sall ni Senegal la di bari Senegal ni banne e presso la kay by force G e presso la kan bari la banko fale bi ye min uncover no ko fala ngi ko min possible ndande wo fala ngi wala bena wala fara lafta no gambe sambala no an enviable state of affairs but ngo bes kwanda but bi Senegal fele yeta they learn from Gambia ye e man ngol ko de 40 francs la 40 jawba 40 mol la 40 kende ba Senegal 40 Gambia they put their house in order. Now the benefit is now there. The new regime is embarking on delivering the promises they made to Senegalese. They are now, if they be to sinka, be to exploit ka, or na farming be doing Senegal, or be Senegal prosperity minty, or be na farming not the Senegal economy killing yami. And see them for the next 1, 2, 3 years. Senegal, if I'm not going to mafan killing. If I'm not going to in Silicon Valley, in a very third world country like the Gambia. Donc, mekala neighboring countries, but billah wala ni dunda Senegal. Ni melo fa wax ko no kat ni bi ñaka Gambia ni ku yalla be fala. Ni ku yalla be fala. Ñim be manke fenti alay mel la molka. Mfan leñi lankan ali kakason kaf mol kana kaf ko ala kitamina o ala le kidin ali ban wulenke ala man teman fello islam ko de bar ngal nako ala manke o man soti ay ku ko la hadama den ka ta famu no min ko non ale fen ite ala fam man fen la mol kan am ko la mol kan mfan le ka koleke nkala alaka andu ni lafta mol disifla ni lafta mol lamfundila ni lafta molu intimidate like another use. Ya jambe lota platform jamalto. Ngoy ko ndeka nundu fankol jile. My free time, I watch these old videos. Ngaya jambe la pass fankol jibele ngoy ko I want to go. Sometimes I ngoy ko hey, nte mo mo I just nibe media ko nabe diamona. You need to be informed. Nga kuno na media pak. Ya jambe diamola tada lalto. Ralilto. Kalud lalto ka foyko nan man katlo fay nte mu wolti nte sara ala nyale ala ala usually bake ala jamol ko ala usually aba tasabio le fenkele sende aba alquran finjina mol nyaati tola tous kamol fake kamol intimidate bari ni misilimi afo drong ya ala afo drong ya mol lamfunde iko la politiko ka ala use ala to use to ala mam mem fo ye koto kala la min kaba bajo alota rali doto e ka ayo dol fo listen it's very sad ko nyanta man sa support la e nyanta man man sa social la min kaba bajo nyol dol bi ji ali jibe bari wolle fanan ni adu wot wolle ne yankuba toure nyolu e kafta nyoma ila politiko ko ne kuma jaw balle fuje ye kumol fo ko kilim fasa against all of us ye useless ye useless fo iti yetinya o bankoka damin kaba bajo manam faka muru ala all video kala rali to kalo damin to kadiamo otumo yaje me ay fano dungalo fano me kami maja na ay fano murata na folo ndo akunka kam ndo ko man fo mnamba ikuma ay falinne aborna sojari yada ikay law ala force election campaign. I was following it thoroughly because nte billahi wallahi nka kolla jibe kol dat ndami nka ji because lafta le pour moli nga karan na ñum barol beto ñum banko ya ngani ne fo ngo ni lafta ñum banko la lafta ka ñum banko bonni foy banko mo long foy banko la tariko long foy banko dengul long foy ñum banko ciosano long foy ñum banko yi lafta banko dengul fon le struggle mendia fon ya fon deskan so ni ye tamo so to muru back ye kunun jibe an bi jibe ya jam la mi kaba bajo wulti janne ka lo ikanyim kumo miumfo is so sad tribalism use is there the record sadia nte man trafo kande la mi kaba bajo le ba fuja karo ka ko ha iko ha ko ngam ne ga fasa nto to kele jam kuma jama jumale kale mo jumale o fale alika molu alika ikal use ikal kuma for against people a people ikal use jumale o fale jam jumale o fale bari politico adatiring kabirin je alon they fail ni fail that they resort to things melanko is unnecessary, is not founded, kamul mislead to scare people and intimidate people kamul silandi paru Gambia butu islang until yenta graduate la wala kabirin ya jamel wato fosh hani sai ko kilon wrong until konte graduate la modolo hani be mun man graduate kono e o fana le fam bula modolo buli be use kan the same players again will be use kan ikalo jam ikakuma bale for against tribe e dembo bay fosol be use wala nyama iba kele ko teke ni man graduate from this ngani le fonko mo nyin tribalism ko ali bulaje ali boje ali be keno bule e kide ali be ko dila ali walk away mo protest leti it's a peaceful protest ebe rally to mo wulta be kuma sifal fala ja abe siol fayna nyoko ali boje akana kal nyala because masi bolo wote omu tonyandrolti omu jam farati si kile mandare jam ni banko ka miye anyon soko amaso ibe ya use kan ibal fandi bal use ka ibal albal fan kelel albal fan fala ibal fan fala mu fan falti fe manjaw ya fenti fe manjaw ya fankelot fendo dunia min jawada fankelo is the worst thing demented but listen because mo nekita wo muro dima ni be fam fakan ne way ba fukan rom e fen ko de be fam fala do muro li ya diale fadde tal ya do bloko ne ko e fam fa hey kulle kita ko be rom mi yelle mentre gene mi nelon ko jama e sini mol hakilo brande kunu min le fo jam no de lamin kaba ba nyul sifalo bi ani yang okay yang kuba bi ngalo bi damen bi ala nyanere ne yi kol min ke wonta example of lesa ay la mo jande ngana min fala jam lesa wannan kale ko watdo biye altali ni video ko jibe yankuba do rally doto rally ni almost was after it was a rally was after the aftermath of Korosis and death. So what we didn't know then and what we know now today, Yarafan, if going by Alaji Kanila statement ala ko be, ya Yankuba Ture Belori wo rally tole, kadiamu molie, abo diamu bamin belaje arafate atafananda burana molleto ka edwo ka Korosis as alleged. According to Alaji Kanila statement, ala testimony. If we have to go by that, and if the allegations were true, because allegation on him, he swore on the oath, he was killed, and Kubature Swokono, and Mola Milanko Afanadadu no loco. And the more far, and the Kudasika de more far. Obekola, it ain't a low ralito. Ibe kumole foka molye, ekamol advice about some of these, things. It ain't more far, it ain't luatia. Ite jam fale kitabi inyom bading kama ibading e jam fasita kama ya eliminate ay muneke min jarata wala muna na masamba kiti bundal nen ay kule ke min man ke silot muna ne al masamba kiti wala bara al malon ko bibe sotla yalan kanyina fali kanyum fam ba fo kan min yalan ko altul mal ye ban han kadal man son al man karan ya jamana marlod billahi alta karan kutake alba tawol dal fanna albal fanna faka because ninkal bal fanna faka wala nyinde ko billahi alamana ko you are going to get away with impunity ka komol tora kamol niyo bonde wala kamol niyo kwende ni bankunka you think that will come out of it al sitek al continue atoli be minna li continue la al be minna al continue la bar lumbe sila ñim bebe konti bola la alba fala ko be ñim video fana la ngey replay ko take na fala ngñum falel alma ale be so si manam mi wala kuma ha don bare nkaramo mako akon kana foko faabe kala nyala fate kala nyala ko bu kadi ay wodo say mbeddu meddu alma kala be nyala alma kala be nyala lumbe sila fana ngana kanyum video ta ka play nga fale ko ngñum fale fom ma fale ngani fole ko jama lafta to be proven wrong all these concerns and masila ngamin soto man la fi nga vindicate bare ngani fole ñu comment no sometime go nga sa fe na wall na Facebook post ngo mil be bulo be ñu ko ko no albe baro de beka albe kilin ne bal bulo kinna ngani fole metal because nga kolje nyamen no nga player sol mel je kol ko no wol agenda si falen nit men bol bulo ndengal nako at the end of the day they have mastered the art of deception nko madam fa billahi balbe jamfala yaje jamfa dingo fana ni ba sin kana jamfande ifan ni me ke ko ifan la folo be bon ifan la folo be tulo dingo kono ali karan tari kolla ali karan talin la mbinki ñu ka me fu mo le ben dolto talingol minalan ko ngajele ko sulu woni kenal no man ko le jam faal wel dun daw ko no story labanda nyame talin labanda nyame an mur wala talin ngam yemira wala kubal to mol bulde because ni banku franci nya bondol ke ni banku ka folo no nanunde kebalu e stomtal de enomta e stomtal de ninko stomtal molani de ko the independence struggle kulle bak kubal ke ni banku ka. And the possibilities go, they want to prove to Gambia and the whole world go, Gambia is a viable state. But Molko wana otekela. And we are living with it. It's here. It's with us. Wana nkafale ko, nani man Gambia tariko long, nani man Gambia ko long, aluteng bangkung sama. The struggle, we need to understand our struggle and the reason for it. Bangko nying, mimbe nying bangkung ka disa. Walam jinti. Gambia la wol Gambia la mapo jibe don Gambia la ko jibe don dunia ko nyami bankunde snake but statehood is statehood, sovereignty is sovereignty. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where geographically where that country is. But another fanan o bekola another kudi molla min keta je min be kerin je dunia min lontol la koto na min what we stood for billahi niatre ko molio long Gambia would be a different state by now. But so many things are against us there. You have to have a leader with vision, a leader who understands the struggle, and leader Mianongo can bring all these possibilities to tap into all these possibilities for the prosperity of Gambian people. But now we are all going to live with it, with the consequence. Indiscriminately, alina bankola karoshi kalkadi molata. War that will live with us for so long. Utinyaro magnitude, you will come to know that. Bankol kan tare. Mobukoke. Umuluatinya ballet. Jamfa ballet. Bankol kan tare. Ile kaito kumatale to a point that so kunim banko mo kole yalum kusande busy is there so many possibilities means Gambia function used as leverage. Isi kudo min fang bondi no kono kadum Gambia la koto atibanda. Look at B Angleterre B dunia kono B Angleterre but Brexit Europe Brexit. They have some challenges, but we kono min dunde kanyim banko it's unbelievable. To other countries like Africa and Asia. One day, visa application of Minka Dominica and Bangkok. Yasa to buy Master to Bank. They are making money every day. Every day. No, not every day. Monday to Friday, every working day in South Africa. Every working day. Moleka application of Dundi coming to United Kingdom. And they will look at it. You don't have condition. It's a sign ko, you agree ko, application of Dundula, and there is no guarantee ko near refuse is not refundable. You agree. So Nima agree the move, but ni agree ko Nima ko do la wore telephone tawte. But ko be kana muntole. FLB Donald Trump, you don't agree with him or hate him or love him, Donald Trump, he is now using tariff, right, to leverage his foreign policy on some of these burning issues as a way of like negotiating or bargaining America, and he started going to, he said he's going to go after some of these people to tax them. America for prosperity. It might be cruel. Sometimes to some people, yes, it's okay, and he's a good negotiator. But as a leader, that's an indictment on morality. But I tell you, what he was good at is to manipulate. And he tried to appeal to the darkest of America, some instinct. Some of these people believe he's here as a savior. And I mean, following the escape to to come and save America. Sometimes, no, among other forget, but I could God to save to come and save America. So sometimes you see politicians say, to use, religion use well like a cool use of some of these concepts, to shape people's mind to rally, to help, to use it as a rallying point. Politicians be left to give people message and wanting to vote for you and making yourself as the only alternative. Politicians be like do and that's what they're good at. But anyway, one important by the American decisional killer, and let's see how in the next years also one thing I'll know lumbe se any trump ko yara ko take ate bayna fa amambe fa ate mena fa any trump ko yara ina be ko ate mena bake inshallah wan ngoto American people but going back to Gambia this bari on time of la time so mimi ngala don ngala no yela bari this we are it's a very sad state of affairs. Molu insecurity in Gambia. Now people are saying you are affecting people's movements. And now people are getting scared or are worried about their safety. But what should we do? What level? 0044 0044 777 1676 759. Alma ala sonan dim nalbe bari nkanyim fo ma mi ma fi meda fala ndesan na broda so dul bi ndesan al fang al sibang al fang evaluate al be ko le mili kono al fang evaluate ask yourself elia ifa nyininka fo be nyin ku al halo min kono ten ifa nyininka be al halo mun al hal sifala kono ibari le jibe be mun al hal kono ini diamo go around and hear what people are saying. Why should you side with somebody? You want that to be in your name? You want to be part of the history? Ni manding iko nteman karane bale ko lam limania lam frum be mo menti ko mi bebe kere ko jawol mi be kere imam inko nga ko mofo nga konson no mol kono e ko mo limania lam frum beti ina lam frum beti ma fa ko lam fo limania lam frum be wala mo kanyin si kanyin ko de ke konson no mol kono wala nga ko diam ndel be minate ni ma lam frum beti ada fam ni nte dumba abete makela then it could be a different matter but ni ma lam frum beti mbade wala mina ba ke mbade wala jibe iba al haro min kono al kunkili na fal bula look at a collective mind ko do fam be temere ko fam yete na fal beti wallahi na fate je ite le follow perdita because time is the best healer. Alingata forward fime. Otumo la bafle ko mo nambe nyimbe fakala, be nyimbe fokala. Nko dol fan bije. Yeah, they started regretting. Bari nganyum faral. Bari ikafle ko sain mol ben dije mol ben jila nyaadil. Ni manke sawlando kuti. Hadama dem make mistake, come back and appeal and go back to those people ko ngal tonyen ndel nga nyin leke bari nga tonyen dro kije wala na tambo kere mol bulle what is so human about that? Well, in fact, the best of us are those who may understand their mistake and apologize for their mistakes. Hadabadi man timma hadabadi nasta bari fana min kuma da jelo naso kono yemmi tonye ila ko ila action o yat nande ko be toro kono ite fana mantra ku ke kanje kawol bondo toro kono adi yamira ko mi yalan ko bo bondo to ko mantra kekan yes betrayed with people Why are you siding with him all the time? Allahu Akbar. Okay, one time. That was Elon Musk supported him, but muna yaro. Fat dabo tonya kalabang. Tonya kalabang. Yalo money and power. Kulam nyilti milang ko mulyante eklok la bakil. Kubu katano kodo ko men sondale. Ha. Kubu katano kodo ko men sondale. Assalamu alaikum badin.
Alaikum salam, lamini isam.
Tombong, ebe nyati.
Bija number.
Nye nimbar, nye konton.
Me konton bage alamani jola, illa merula be babe konton na. Gambe jeta balal kaka bage.
Bage.
Ni do long e bolo jegila ka tentu so sadar do be jemen fana bisiya men sembo war len ka siya wati kata kola. Inshallah ni ala sonda me da nyawnya ku kilim bukatu. Do Allah go albi jabi dale. Ya bangi banno komen ala de adabuga jiginare ka fengi mo yele fi joko Allah kata mo yele bali to fe fali akata.
Wallahi.
Ya so comme même pour badi mo badi ni nya bilori ni la badi abisilo men gaman bete su kumaye. Ya bangi nya men rabo nyale bayar dum ngatare men karankan ni hakilma ko moli ko le se fe ngatari karankan. وهنم بنا لك على نم من سفر بكل كتاب وتلكم إنسان من كان الكتاب والسط القرآن والسط حديث والسط جنني كجنني بكلو فتلي كسون كلو فتني لي بعد كذا شلو كم من بدأ كماين ولا مكانون تيات كرنا الفايل كويس كماين ولا مكافأة ساتيستونيا فاي فنا هنا منتر شلو هنو تونيا بابتن للبري ولا ما دي ماتي bar har ma din fanga jato wala mistake ko da to nyal mo era mo gol me de mai comme mo be hawjariya jambe ta do na de kabrin 2016 17 atel men wujata baltal ka ko do ki coalition wali kabro mo ko nyanda so bilal ka fo ko men tili mo gol be ker men man tili mbagi bayra nin ko do ka ta ka fo to wala o dol be je ka ta ka fo to wala ka ta personnel mo goliye من نقول يا لما ونيا بروبي مغمى سبينو يا أنا فنان ساني government especially advisor بول كيب كان درون كم كان تغطي كتير دوكي دي كمول دي ما لفي كناو برول مندر بلاستو especially 2018 بانبلا 19 ما فانا كذا 20 وتم عليك especially advice also to men but coalition ul kono ka advice ul ke telephone ko to dol ka fu man laf salary laje bari bu ka ke camera nya tini la wotum wala bitum ko be tinya ka yo bar bitum mo yodun de men ala be jola la nyum ko ka ni ko ko ninke e kala ban mi sala tries do tina men ka fan sungudul ta expense ka tinya bibi wal be ma wal do man dara man sa ko da ko no be ni mi sari wala e ka fo e ma fo ay sa mo ko ni da bon nok mo do bari nya boje tulo boje ko ko keno ben fanal ga kenna ga sembo be di president la be ba ni mi so ko no ya ko mo ko mi karami ba wo ni si do ron ka ro sabata inshallah wala na la ka ko nyuma ka bar mo be gambia be den fengta kan ka ke sila goti alami be bulala ni mi sama ko no isinyil londe ameda nyaonya yangu bada boskeno le president adun nyim bezu deskeno le president mama kande skeno le president estafal skeno le president brother my father skeno le president do kula budget babar comme ni mo lafte salary na ami tuno sigiri because ngane itale tembo men atada especially advice yala aganyina mira nu na tataji fasi man sahi hakilo yele man di falo sel kendoka barka bana gaje ta nyinin kala na men fante tale ma ja ko tiji okay abe do ko le tembo fana interior minister ya ngajela ka do ko kele mo ka nenka ta for 16 hours abe do ko la fa ga ya isu to la ka do checkpoint ol jubi adun ning abe interior minister ya fa be justice minister ya la banko abe allu ata hinda ta taraji men kebe do na julo la yanko be wonyale en sabe wonyale so ite lamin fa fa better la wonyal meni ning amma men dar balurinde ben bulobe nori tumando ida hada barna mo motar balurinde e be don el julola ne kondom bake ala mun sa ko kelanye baraka oge like ni mo golbe prama sorbal tentule be jagila ni men nata welcome ina ta kebe kafulamma sabango shamba nyato bismillah bari kan ni men tara jenti tambindi la wala bare 3 years jotina wato prama sorbal audio lan sa ninte ngala me ngala bi ko mola men ko fana ben bulal mo ya kinyen kala me ani sa en ba tentula mba jagila bari ide lamin siguru lante o hanni manna mitin la mitino ite manna le fereng e ka telephone ki kente na le sigurante je dira price ki je ya me ke babal kondon na sabal family lu fat sen na kema
okay
mbe fenke dan kondon na binta dai hat de Omar kondon na ne lamin fadera lu se Omar lu mbalbe kondon na la baraka
thank you ko bonna mo afana nga koro si gambelo ko ya batande bak what asi komandiro ki bu kanyum programme ko ngam bandi am call ki atullum jata balti to mbe tendula mbe jayla Allahu akbar Senegal murudu bela ko tamande kanyam afele banko mi anon ko sais bela fonkol jibe ga la trenol Senegal murudu another level ila rail system on anila ni electric bus nyolu yol kenyaming special bus lanes all create wall yeah professional oil drillers mine kamunda ko far oil with all their profession with all their expatriate yeah tan mo la ko jande there's a lot of tulo jamala system no jam but however nga minji jawlande ko nga tulo manoji janne wala kulle kata nun je before was tampered or molle wala kulle kata nun je before when that has opened the gate for a lot of possibilities but kabiri woto anin sign tema man sakunda man kuma fono molle o tulo la koto odam manda man hono wente wen jaxal baake hanbe bimin to man sakunda man funduna media la kono ka fo molle fa wele min fo ani tele mu nekk ko kono ali be mu nekk law ko assalamu alaykum kadim
Mr. Connor
kadim rasul ngejo
yo ngala programme be diar be mu be kontole be broda tombo fanu kontole no ngai non kanon te kontona pamo wani show warali ufalo kadera no yo ngagambe don be konton yalo nyofo gambe dongol jang mimbe jang ño bandi te jang mol ñanta banko dambale ci la mol banko wor ño mëna gis len lu dul sun rew bi sun rew bi rek mo ñu wara am jaral lu nekk parce que Sénégal ci ñol lool lañ dé def ko wala ki you understand so ñen 2020 election o ñanta ñi tan loko carte o fay mo be carte o fay opposition o min kere alaj Usain Daboti alla leader you understand bare ila kodo ke min kere Mr. Sabalti ke ba Sabali ako baro ñine baro bugul lendem ako yankuwa bugul dara you understand so sai ñen fanam beje malo ba fola nyaade okay ñu fanam be ko baro bugul lendam yankuba bugul dara yo ndafa nan ko ala honorable leral dago ndafa no tat no di alla di dalale honorable leral dago so nale nim banko don le carte au file tumando bato ko min be nuko ni di bonin malu manden kol ka fanyadi nanata aba be leral la gambe donlen parce que aya capability soto a capability soto alondo babul aya balafa soto donc control manque UDP kat I'm not a politician. I am a patriotic. I'm a patriotist. So bar banko ni na walaje ndol comme lata minna bisimul be lata minna wala qur'anat karim iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم الكو على الديما تنكون كاندونا برا مكتان مو كوفل برا مانتر سنمو باسكو مسلمو من كتنيادون كوتي لامين بانكو مولي جولون دي إكافيون بيديلا إتا مسلمو من بلا فاسو ديلو أسكانوي إكا مريكي لنافلو كنا إلا نامو badi wata keno la misil moti comme molka kumul ni wata o mari hanara ka suma kasali ate keno la misil ma hakkamoti
okay
understand mbar len bay ma danal bat nana lamin you understand so membe jam ni nyanya yitande ko banko be nyante e ko dila president Barrow 2026 parce que mina yalla mo ni ko mofu iba agrima la samana wala dalilo mu minute gambia tulo so kanyam fo sa na tulo le gambia tulo so senegal la tulo sing gambia dingul apita min fo ka baro fasa iba MPP sa na banko la tulo woli yalla hadamadu e qur'ano min fo hadamadu ni alama kandandi aman sonno mo noro dunda sonno mo pray to nyaaji akeke bala fa bati innaka la tahdi man ahbabta walakin la yahdi man yasha parce que tat keno le muslima hakkam lamin molka jolon die e ka fon be di le kam muri la banko la askano la namo al ko tala nyote mo fa abaraka
dole fana ben ko kam from which country no for Italy lomba malo no it's not Italy Malta anyway mbari hono ni share call ke ngela call ta as the last caller would be great otherwise Nasarodi very 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 sad Fatou Bintou Cissé benyadi Cissé kundankol ko Cissé kundankol ila allake bakannan yalla muna allake de atel yalo sila abanyam faran ka fi finol ja bakannan adu tude kundankol allake galake yalla muna mallake de ta faral ko dinga bala kijo kal faral sunkaro bakannan yewna gol mbala kilo blandal de ila ke bakannan la wala anyway ala sunkaro ke jaxal di bakale bar meblem yalla yitelu no eni kono ta kidila de eni wota kidila kono eni kono ta kidila Jumal be kol ke kam ko de kama tombo ne be kol ke kam ko de. Assalamu alaikum tombo.
Allo, Lamini. Ko to ndel mo ko de. Ya, ni ngo nyanga ka to ndel mo ko de man don del san don kol wawol wonne.
Yeah.
Allo hadamadi mu me mistake ko so nyina tam fon famala moto fo ko won ba wa Hussein Dabo. Na ben tabulu ni ala ben defon de kundi la duwa jabila. Lafta tele la manse ala. Ngagnin do meni foten comme ni be téléphone to gal mo jama be leno te saje lafta do fole segu wala. Par non de wala at de ko le duwa nu ngolum ba Hussein fo ala sajo ala nyinyala ay ke non suma mani le ko la moro kay ko la manse tamle tili kar kono de la kay handa be dan tili kono ton. Because I akata bake ayakata because moment ngalon ko ya jamele wado hanni yankuba ture le mul barama doctorol buka hanjile mutala mo buka hanji gadi le korda kono ateleke address samba leptani ateleke le bilol jo so dam modron we ento wasala karola so ngani meni tol foten wol mun denade be mul den wol be mala dimulati na ben ting dam ko le bulla inshallah albatil kelam masati
abaraka ba thank you
abaru be ben kato be kelam comme ñina ta ko men wala kinam téléphone la ko teki ye tentu ni jegi abaraka
okay mbadi ma de malon ate ngaji be fo abe la noto ba o gëna na last call assalamu alaikum badi wala ka sala ito di ma
Francis Lalamo. Manda.
Sanusi.
Ini ko bandana programo bandana wo.
No, sake lafte ngaji so ni dara last call sai.
Okay, wala mo be kondo baage parce que program ko mabela be bay. So ko mbar nge call bar ngaji ba mon tenge so na ta kumbu.
Okay.
E kondo baage ga pamon kondo. Na me kere ndo kula be kondo.
Inshallah.
Ya yalo ganga kai. Menga hadam baro batandi drop da hadam baro batandi. Abba gamba di lellane. Andi basically many president yale bo lellane. President ni rai ke dore be da harale. Andi ta ilakta men na ila banko ko be bare. Ni gamba di diga muda many bate bala drong. E wolle ka fa kane to du ni la kumola. Andu wala la sigini. Wala la sigini de men la sigini de kendera mera wala. Non de famodu. Lagi radio do jang adale advice on men baby ada mana natra ko advice on ni dia ka be muta wallahi tan no gambe kana ta meda because advice on ko ni natra ko abe gambe sambala nyaado lolu no wala ka fo ni radio ko e bari ni ala me na foro de ka folo ko ali kana ni ndam ko mumbe mete mo men do bi gambia ku saba bi sura ka wala la wala gambara economy be nyamen na bi amanta fafuka gambara security be nyamen na amanta fafuka do ku dingali employment ke ka meni be do ko do wala ka do ko la so ni dingira sabo ni do ta na nyama ba ko hanni so le san ko lumbe ra mul mane gi no la mane si lo do ku mo le sabo kama bonu man so ne ay del mende bandana del balo ne gambia bi banu be nyamen bi le balo bay lu wonu no be ma sala be ñola don ni men kurante da ko do ni be tele lo tanu ge e kam mira solo tamala ko mandi solo na juwe gelbe tare ko ko nda tamala de be jawole nyaama be tamala de be jawe ni sama bono ni men so dore ka be le sam ko to nin tan fana be ja sai e ka mon ka diga mo president ay men be banko ka pour fali si keno do na nda la na mo bari ka fala ji bulagi inda soran ko ni diga mo le siya andu nyaade men ka wala te min ka ho yo
Berapa?
Ada mana wala ni ko sanji tangade gambian ko la tan ko mo le sanji tam maralo na ta wala sila gatle bul sila bare kon kala ala pati be dindi yare ne pati ko wonde o gambialo
Berapa? Thank you.
konto mbaka barka
Bari mo bedanga le janne fo dimanche nala dia mo man dia ninga fen fen fon dun tamo moy kasiba asala ko wende dama de man timma so konte kunne nasta bakele naso be na kola bake bandita fonga namol konton wala lan ko nyabe de sante jack ngay saba ngay konton ngay tentu ngay jay ngay mbara bage Omar Fati en karamoma Omar ngay konton bake France Banko kan di bagbe mo Modou Jara ngay fanan konton soute kinte ngay konton bake Abdoulaye Haidra ngay fanan konton Omar Lum ngay fanan konton bake and thank you for all the comments. Jack again, once again, ngay konton bake karamoma Omar ngay konton once again. Buba Samate ngay konton bake anin juma kote ke Senabu Nyinyay ndeysaan Senabu ngay konton bake ni la badi ngol be musikende ba ndeysaan Senabu baraka bake baraka Senabu Nyinyay ndeysaan mang la siare Senabu ngay konton bake konton dro fam bake baka ngol ko di bakatang konton dro bakatang yo ngay konton bake Senabu yamoy yo baraka bake anin juma ko ke Fatou Dabo ngay konton bake Fatou Bintou Cissé ngay konton Sunkaro Bakanan Ibrahima Kamara ngay fanan konton bake du bari ngolo mi danan le janne fo wat do inshallah al badi malamin konate be breaking it down kabi be break le takam folo kol man de to be ker bakale wala ci nan say man nano folo about inshallah very soon be muruna nan karnar program resume inshallah until that ala baraka bake for what do inshallah
te to botolu kono fona manka haramulti inata banko dingol le filindi nyin toton dingolu ali nyaadal mo nim pentur ko la fo soma dinol se sude